Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Fall 2026 presentation. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Give me 2 seconds. You guys, I cannot see myself at all, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay, there, well, okay, we are there. I was like, are we on? You can come up. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to give it a few more minutes for people to show up. For those of you who don't know me, I am Cally, the owner of KAL RIEMAN. I am also one of the designers, and there's also another fabulous designer who is hiding behind this wall, who hopefully will come up and say hi, and that's Louise. And I just want to thank the 2 ladies who are helping with the webinar today, and that is Sana and Drew, who are behind the scenes. So to introduce the Fall 2026 collection, I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of the mood we were looking in, the direction we were going. So we have this idea of those nostalgic settings in the fall where, like think about a cabin chic kind of vibe, fireplaces, that warmth that fall brings with the falling leaves, sipping cappuccinos or hot cocoa on the couch by the fire with family. So the fall really represents that feeling of warmth, that feeling of kind of that wrapping yourself in the cold weather. So we have an exciting collection to present to you today. This is sort of a little bit of the mood of what we were going for. These warm tones with rich burgundies and a camel brown blue palette that just, that set the tone for the whole collection. So if you have not been a part of our presentation, we're going to go through like a slide deck that shows some of the styles. I'm going to just walk through the styles with you so that you can get a little bit better look and feel before you shop online. So I'm going to start out. Our first category is our new shirting. As you know, I am a huge tailored shirt fan. So we always like to introduce new colors, new fabrications in our best-selling shirts, starting with our Jenna box pleat shirt. This season we added 3 new colors, and the center color is our what we call our denim twill, and it's just a beautiful quality. It's a great way to add color. It goes back to a classic black trouser. So I'm gonna kind of walk it up a little slowly so you get a little idea of the fabrication. Again, this is in the denim twill. This is our best-selling Jenna box pleat shirt that has the box pleat in the back and the one-piece collar construction. And the other 2 fabrications that are available are 2 stripes. One is what we call the mini denim stripe. So it's got that perfect sort of jean color in it, and it's a really subtle stripe. I'm not sure how well you can see this here, but I'm holding it up for you. Go this way. All right, a little off center, sorry about that. So this is a mini denim stripe, and then we have a very, very fine pinstripe that just is super classic, but super cool. And I'm actually wearing the actual pinstripe in a double collar right now. So you can tell it's very subtle, but it goes with everything. Another new fabrication in our double collar shirt is the chain stripe, and it has the contrast collar and cuff details. So this chain stripe is in a really nice twill. So it's it holds its shape really well. So it doesn't wrinkle a lot, and it's a great way to like dress up or dress it down with jeans. So again, this is the chain stripe with white. And then we did introduce our double collar shirt in a fine herringbone. Some of you may have the Jenna box pleat in the fine herringbone. This is just a classic fabrication. So we wanted to give a few extra options in for those of you who are big fans of the double collar shirt. And we're going to keep moving on because we do have a lot to cover. We're going to go into novelty shirting. So these are the great early fall pieces that we love, starting with the Bella. This is the Bella tie shirt. So this is an attached scarf, and it's in a very, very, very soft light blue twill. So it's like a really nice Oxford blue. It has our signature details on it, and it's very similar fit to the Box Peak Jenna. So if you know your size in that, it's going to be the same type of fit. It just has this really nice detail, sort of dressing it up for fall. And this is also really great piece for layering. And then the other novelty shirt is our Marlene shirt, and this is in the I can't remember what we call the shirt, the wide stripe. So this, I'm going to bring this up a little closer, and so this is the wide stripe. So it's a little bit more that denim blue again with a stronger white stripe, and it has that amazing collar detail with a button here. So again, you can dress this up. It's a little bit longer length, so it's a little bit more of a tunic length. So this is a great shirt to wear out over like a slimmer bottom. And then last year we introduced the Vanessa bow blouse, and so we brought that back again in a denim fabric. So it's like a dressy denim, so like a dressy chambray. So again, this is the Vanessa bow blouse, where this is very easy to wear and insertable, but has a nice little statement. So this is a great shirt just to throw on for any dinner or event. And then the last of the novelty shirts is our Tamara tie tunic. So it's a great piece. It's button front closure. And again, this is in that chain stripe that I showed earlier in the double collar. So it's a very, very subtle, yeah, you can see that? Sorry. So it has a button front closure, but then this additional wrap and a tie on the side. So it's just a nice, fun fashion detail. And again, this is a little bit longer, great for slim bottoms underneath. Very, very cool style for early fall dressing. So we are going to move on into one of my favorite categories for early fall, which is the Italian broadcloth collection. It's really tight this season, but everything is very special. So we're going to start with the tops in this are the new Tracy tunic. This is a saddle sleeve, which has a really cool, almost like vintage type of detail here. It comes from an old man's coat that I had from, I don't know how long ago, but I love that shape. It just gives it a different kind of vibe. Again, it's a button front with hidden plackets and tab collar details and a pleat in the back. And this is a new color for us this season, and we are calling this French khaki. The French khaki is nice and warm, like a slight golden tone to it. And it just goes back to navy, and it goes back to black really well. And it has a really nice warm fall feeling. So again, this is the Tracy tunic in the broadcloth. And then we have another top called the Lauren top. This just comes in black. Probably not as easy to see, but you can see in the slide is a little easier to see on the model. So it's got a high collar, but it's a button front. So you can kind of wear the collar open. So a little bit more like, drama collar either way. But the broadcloth is soft enough that it doesn't stand up too stiff and can be really like easily worn like slouched. This is a 3/4 sleeve with a cuff detail and has that sort of dolman shape. So it's really like, has a lot of attitude when you wear it. It falls from the shoulder, and it's just a cool silhouette, and it's great for travel. This is, again, the Lauren top. And then we have a bottom in this that goes back to both of these tops. It does come in black as well as in the French khaki. And this is the Joni pant. What I love about this pant is it's not too dramatic of a wide leg. It's just like a stovepipe. And what are you guys telling me?
Yes.
Walk backwards?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't signal it. Walk backwards.
A little higher.
A little higher. Okay. So the Joni pant, it's got that Hollywood waist construction, so there's no strict waistband. So it's really easy fit. It's great, again, for travel. But this is a great separate for the fall and a great colorway. This is, again, the French khaki. Just a really nice fit on this pant. And then we have two dresses in this category, the Lauren dress. So that's the Lauren top, this is the Lauren dress. So it's got similar details, but it is just above the knee, depends on your height, of course. Perfect for tall boots for the fall. And again, we are showing it in the slide where if you wear it unbuttoned, it kind of has this nice dramatic effect. It does come with a self belt for cinching, or it can be worn super easy, relaxed, just depending. So the self belt gives you the ability to sort of cinch it how you like. And then the other dress in this category is the khaki dress. So this is, again, a really cool shirt dress, nice zip front detail, so it's easy to step into or, get over your head. It's got that 3/4 sleeve and a really nice cuff detail, and it has a pleat in the back. So, and of course pockets. Both dresses do have on-seam pockets that are very flattering. So again, this is the khaki dress. And if you guys have any questions along the way, I kind of forgot to mention this, please, you can raise your hand or something in the chat. Just add your question to the chat and we'll answer them along the way, or if there's something you want to ask at the end, you can always ask a question or have a Q&A at the end. Okay, so we're moving on. This season, again, that same warm feeling we wanted to portray in this collection. So we chose a novelty ponte that kind of brought that feeling to life, which is in our novelty ponte of the season. So this is, for lack of a better word, we call it the brown plaid. It's got brown, burgundy, beige, black. It's super easy to pair with anything, and it gives you those perfect fall tones. We're going to start here with, this is the emery top. It has a really nice, simple stand collar detail that sort of, stands away a little bit from the neckline, giving you a little bit of that nod to the 60s kind of vintage feel. It's a simple silhouette, but it says a lot in very few words. It's got side slits. Again, a really easy fit, and again, that 3/4 sleeve, so it's a great early fall style. One of the other separates in here is the Pamela crop flare. A little based on our crop flare, our classic essential bottom, with just a revised fit. This Pamela is, again, a really good style for layering this fall. This goes back to that French khaki as well. It goes back to broadcloth. It goes back to any basic, even like a perfect white shirt. Okay, cotton fabric, synthetic. Which fabric? The cotton nylon. See if she answers that before. The top.
The top.
Oh, this fabric?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this is I think it's poly, viscose, and stretch fabrication. So all the pontes are more on the synthetic base because they are really dense knit, and in order to hold that stretch, they're in a more synthetic context. But super easy, no wrinkle, great for traveling, great for packing in your suitcase. So this is the Pamela crop flare. Again, no bells and whistles. The plaid says it all, but it's also a really great styling piece this coming fall. So if you need a little bit of a pop in your wardrobe. Our classic funnel neck tunic is also available in this. Sorry, we have another question. I'm going to jump in there. Can the khaki dress be belted? Absolutely. Absolutely, the khaki dress can be belted. It has a little bit of a swing to it because of the pleat in the back. So it's perfect for belting. And the pockets will be right below that waist. So I like the idea of belting that. So our funnel neck top, which has been a bestseller for many, many years, we added in this fabric too because it's just such an easy silhouette and a great way to add a novelty into your fall wardrobe. So again, this is the ponte funnel neck in the brown plaid. And then we have one other style. This is a new silhouette for us this season. It's called the Faye dress. I don't know if I can stand back enough for you to see how cool the little bit of a swing is on the skirt. The skirt part is cut on the bias, so it has a little bit more movement, which is really nice. It also makes a nice contrast to the two plaids, the sort of straight up and down and the bias. It does come with a zipper in the back, so it's easy to get on, and it has a very similar neckline to the Avery top that I showed earlier. A nice cap sleeve, and it's like a step up in dressiness from our best-selling Maya dress. If anyone has that, this has just got a little bit more fashion to it. Again, so a little bit of a kick on the skirt, and then it does have on-seam pockets that are attached in the waist so that they do not cause any type of bulk. So this is the Faye Ponte dress. And we did also offer this in black if anyone needs one of those great black, just a simple black knit dress that you can wear again and again. This is like a workhorse. Again, this is our classic black Ponte in the same silhouette. So great dress to have in your wardrobe. And then the last part in the Ponte is our Harper dress. We ran this dress before in a charcoal gray. We're reoffering it in the charcoal, but we added this awesome colorway. Again, those rich tones of fall come popping out right here in this dress. It's subtle. It's not like, because it's almost got a denim effect, like a, what's the word? I'm blanking on the word, but like a heather effect. So again, this is the burgundy Harper dress, and it's got pocket details, the zip up here, a great cuff as a 3/4 sleeve. Just again, day to play, great with tall boots. This is the Harper dress. Okay, that is the end of that knit, the Ponte knit. So we're going to move on to a couple new fun things we brought into the collection this year. We're again going for that warm, cozy feeling. So we fell in love with this quilting fabric. So we produced two styles in the quilting fabric, and it is so soft. It is so cozy. This is the Cindy vest. Again, great for layering. Hold it up. Yep, great for layering. It has these pockets right here on the in a seam here. So again, not causing any bulk, and it has a little bit of a fashion shape. So it's a little, with the gathering at the bottom, it has a little bit of a like cool layering effect. So again, this is the Cindy vest. This is a great piece button front detail. And then next to that is the Kiko jacket. This one was a little bit of a challenge for us to get right. Usually it takes us 1 to 2 fits just to get a style right, and this took us, I think, 4. It's because of the unique shape of the garment. So again, it has, it falls from the shoulder, so it has volume to it, but it's really flattering because of the way it falls. And that was the part we really fought to get right. It is a little oversized, so if you're really petite, definitely order a size down. So I'm showing this quilting up close. Again, this is the Kiko jacket. It does have pockets that run down this seam here, so they're a little bit facing forward. I just can't wait to get on an airplane in this and just be so comfortable. It's great for travel, great for early fall as well, running around the city. It's got a little bit of that cool factor in it. So again, this is the Kiko jacket.
How heavy is it?
How heavy? The fabric is very light. So this isn't going to be a January coat. This would be an early fall jacket. It's warm, but it's not heavy at all. So great for layering. Yeah, super soft, super cozy. Again, Kiko jacket. Okay, moving on to our suiting category. We have the suiting and then not so suiting. Our Italian blend plaid this season is from our mill in Biella that we've been working with since we started. And it is a very, very quiet, but absolutely gorgeous blend plaid. Can you let me see myself? Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna bring it up, see if we just put the swatch on the presentation because it's not that easy to see in detail. So it's very subtle from afar. It almost looks like a solid, but up close, it's like a chocolate brown with this beautiful baby blue line in a window pane going through the blend plaid. We have this sort of oversized shirt jacket available in this, which is called the Mavis. And again, this can be worn, you can wear this as a suit or this can just be worn on its own. You can wear this back to black, back to, brown pants, back to denim is obviously a no-brainer. But again, this is the Mavis, and this comes with the same mitered collar detail as we have on one of our signature styles. Hold on, I have a question here. Fabric. This is a really, really fine wool with stretch. So it's not itchy at all. It's very clean. You can actually see the drape to it. So it's almost like an ultra fine suiting with a little bit of stretch. Okay, and then pairing this with this is our Martine trouser. We've been running this silhouette for I think about two falls now. And this is probably our second or third fall. Everybody loves the fit of this pant, so we, why reinvent the wheel when we can add another colorway and know it's a workhorse for so many people and it fits super well. This has that flat waistband in front, and then just over half of it is elastic because it does come over into the front, but it makes it super comfortable. It has a faux flag detail and angle classic like trouser pockets on the side. So again, this is the Martine trouser in that blend plaid.
Another question. What are the buttons made of on the top?
Buttons on this?
Yes.
These are horn. The buttons on this top are horn buttons. Okay. And so we're going into that not so suiting, but what we love to do is mix and match garments that create a suit but aren't necessarily of suiting. So this season fell in love with this Italian denim-like fabric. It's not denim per se. It is a cotton viscose stretch, but it has we use the term denim because it has the look and feel of denim, but I would call this a very dressy denim. It's got such a great hand. It has really nice white, the fibers are running vertical, which makes it even more flattering, but it also gives it a lot more texture and depth. This is that same Mavis top in what we're calling the denim suiting. Again, it's cotton and viscose base with a little bit of stretch. How much give and stretch does this? Are we talking about the denim? So this does have elastin in it. It's not like super stretchy, but I think there's 2% in it, so it's just enough to be comfortable. So not like super stretched jeans, which is why we put it in the Joni pant as well. So it gives the pant a little bit more relaxation in the fit, and it's a little bit softer because of the elastin. So again, this is that Joni pant I showed earlier in the French khaki, same details, but in the matching denim. And then the dress that we showed earlier, we also are offering in that same denim fabrication. Again, there's so much character to the fabric that it sort of does all the talking. So again, this is a great little shirt dress, great with tall boots, and has the same details as the dress we showed earlier with the zip up here super easy to get on, nice and just an easy fit. And this is that one someone asked if they could belt it, and you can definitely belt this. Really charming. Okay, so that's those two categories. Now onto my favorite category, plaid. Never met a plaid I did not like. This season we have a couple novelties, but one of my favorite is the one that sort of caught our eye for that nostalgia. So we're calling it the New York plaid. It has that feeling of just the color story with a little bit of navy, a little bit of orange. There's camel. It's got a sort of like a beige background, and it has black in it. It has just every color you want to be able to pair back to anything in your wardrobe. And it just, to us, just gave us this feeling of something we've seen before but not seen before. You know, something in our memory. So we love this. This is the Sienna funnel neck. Very simple silhouette, cap sleeve detail, nice easy funnel neck. Great for layering over a shirt, or just wearing it on its own. It's just sort of, you know, a little bit of a statement plaid. The jacket in the middle is called the Crosby jacket. This is, again, a really nice early fall into early winter weight. So it's very soft. This is from the mill we've run plaids for years. Really great quality. There are some recycled fibers in here. They're very eco-conscious down there, and they just, their production is always just beautiful. So this Crosby jacket is like a low mock, and it's a full double zip in the front and has zipper pockets here on the side. It's got a full length sleeve. It's a little bit oversized. So if you're petite, definitely order a size down. I'm going for the medium because I want that attitude to walk around New York City in with like a little bit more volume, but this is something you can definitely size down. It does have like a drop shoulder fit. And again, this is the Crosby jacket, the fabric. So this is a wool, cotton, poly, and recycled yarn fabrication. It'll be listed on the website, the exact content, but this mill is notorious for always, they do everything vertically, so they do a lot of recycling of yarns, and so their quality is amazing. So if anyone has one of our plaids before, it's most likely from the same mill. So again, Crosby jacket. And then we have a very cool piece, which is the Victoria, I think it's called the Victoria
Shawl.
Victoria shawl wrap. Sorry, the names are still catching on to all the names. Again, this is a great little fashion piece. This is just one of those things you want where, I don't know, you're going out to a gallery or somewhere where you just want a little extra fashion. This is great because you can dress it up with like longer, elegant bottoms, like our felted jersey wide leg is what we shot it with a simple, basic black turtleneck. And the plaid steals the show here. So again, this has, of course, pockets, a self belt, a simple wrap detail with a shawl collar, and more of a cap sleeve fit. So this is the Victoria shawl wrap.
Can you show the inside?
I'm going to show the inside. And all of these are fully lined with a really nice soft lining. So it's just got a armhole finish details with a fully lined body, our signature loop here for hanging. Okay, so this is the Victoria wrap in the New York plaid, which, by the way, a little nod to our New York mix. This has the blue and the orange, and every time we see it, it's just like a little bit of, you know, it's been a great year here, let me tell you. Okay, so we're on to some new knits of the season. We found the quality that, again, read the same thing here for us. It is, it's a rib knit, but it's super soft, like the coziest rib knit I've ever experienced. This is the Lee poncho in this rib knit, so it hangs. I'm going to step back a little bit. So again, it's a very, very simple shape with a lot of attitude. It's just great throw on, great for travel, running around the city. This is, again, like the most ultra soft rib we've ever seen. This is out of a new supplier. Oh, hang on, hold on. This is out of a new supplier we've been working with for the last year and a half, so the quality is really nice. That's the Lee poncho. And then just our basic turtleneck. But in this fabrication is just, it stands on its own because it's weighty enough to be worn on its own, or it can be used for layering. So again, this is our don't remember the name of the, Iris.
Iris.
This is the Iris. But one of the things I want to point out is this color blue is very important for this fall. I know you're going to see it everywhere. Of course, we're not a trend brand, but we always seem to be right on the pulse of what's coming. This baby blue you're going to start seeing in a few other places. It's such a flattering color and on so many different skin tones. So this is, I'm going to show you this a little bit closer because this is, you can see this is more of a wide rib, very, very soft fabrication. Okay, so moving on to some more novelty and new fabrications this season. Do we want to shift over so I can walk this way a little bit? We introduced a wool boucle this season that we are just absolutely in love with. It's got a very, very soft hand. And I'm going to bring it up close so you can see the texture of the fabric. So it's like a boiled wool, but it is not super boiled. It's almost like the perfect amount of texture to the fabrication. If you can see here, just a simple silhouette, it has such a nice drape to it. So this is the Maddie.
It is the Maddie.
Yeah, so this is the Maddie raglan tee, soft neckline, raglan shape, sort of just a really fun piece to have. Again, this is great for either layering or wearing on its own, and it comes in this olive and in the blue, which is just such a stunning color. This is such an important color for this season. And what I love about this is it goes back to brown really well, goes back to navy, you can even go, blue to black. So again, this is the color of the blue colorway. Just such a gorgeous color. And then the other jacket we have, the silhouette is, I'm blanking on names today, sorry about that.
Florence.
The Florence jacket, how can I forget that? This one you'll see with a lot of our retailers, a lot of our stores ordered this, which is a good sign because we know it's going to do well because the silhouette is extremely simple, but it's just, the details are really, really wonderful. The way the collar sculpts is beautifully face framing around the neck. It has a very cool pleat detail in the back. I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can see. So it's got a really cool stitch down detail with a pleat in the back that just gives it a little bit more of a swing. Front welt pockets. The style is fully lined. So this is a great, I don't know, maybe you want to call it car coat. A great, something you can throw on and wear in your car. Not heavy enough for January here in New York, but this will get us all the way through the end of the year with a layering over a turtleneck. Again, it's super soft, beautiful fabrication. We're really excited about working with this mill on this fabrication. So again, Florence jacket, which comes in the olive and in the, on our model, granted blonde hair, blue eyes, this thing jumped, her eyes just popped off her head when she put this on. It was just so pretty. So again, this is the baby blue colorway with our signature details and okay. And another novelty of the season is our Montana check. And this is a very cool, simple, easy drama, throw over and go. You can wear this so many different ways, just sort of depending on your attitude or your mood. But here's the color of fall. It's got brown, camel, it's got this brighter blue, it's got this pale blue. It's just such a stunning way to add color into your fall wardrobe. Again, this is the Montana poncho. And then we have a very cool, one of my favorites, this, different than the Victoria I showed earlier, this is the wrap cardigan. So, such an easy piece to throw on over a shirt. Again, I will wear this as a lightweight jacket all the way into November. Great with just a white tailored shirt underneath it, back to navy bottoms, back to espresso color bottoms, and back to denim, of course. It's just such a beautiful fabrication. So again, this is the, this style is called the
110.
No,
Austin.
It's the Austin belted cardigan. Again, this is 100% wool out of Italy, so it's just a beautiful fabrication. The quality is impeccable. So back to that same color we've been talking about, we added just one color and two silhouettes in our cashmere collection. We like to keep our cashmere collection very small and tight because it's very special. Our best-selling funnel neck sweater now comes in what we're calling jean. It's just such a stunning color. This is a great new color addition for the fall, and if any of you have our cashmere, you know it's beautifully soft and it's just an impeccable fit. Very cool. This is a very cool shape. Falls from the shoulder, a little bit longer, slim bottoms. You're done. And then we did offer it in our cashmere is really supposed to be on the hanger, so I'm cheating a little bit here. Our V-neck sweater. So this is again a little bit of an oversized fit, meant to be layered, meant to be thrown over. Throw this over. There we go. Just add a layer of cool and a layer of color, which is great. I mean, I have a black and white outfit on, and now I have some color. So we love this supplier. We love her quality, and these are Todd and Duncan yarns out of Scotland. So it's one of the best qualities of cashmere you can get. So this is in the color jean. Okay, we are moving right along. We are into our favorite felted jersey collection. We had so many requests. We've finally brought espresso back into the collection. We do have a very high minimum with this mill, so we have to be very careful what colors we pull in, and this season is definitely, there's going to be a lot of brown as well. So our Martine trouser that we talked about earlier and showed earlier, we brought that in with the espresso and our felted jersey wide leg. So again, the Martine trouser, I mean, this is one of the most comfortable pants ever. Because in this fabrication, it's a knit that acts like a woven. It's just a knit that's pressed so hard that it has structure. And then our felted jersey wide leg is back in the espresso color.
How heavy is the fabric?
I would say it's like a midweight. It's not, I'm gonna just try to sort of show you, but it's, if you haven't had this fabric before, it's finished very, very flat. So it's 100% virgin wool, but it doesn't have any type of itch because of the way it's pressed at the mill. So all the yarns are sort of really condensed. So it's sort of, I would say, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. I would call it a midweight. Our tailored tux blazer is made in the same fabrication, but that is all fused, so it's a little bit more structured. That on its own is just a super light fabric. This is great for, another question?
Yeah, Kristen was also thinking what is the heavy weight for the Chicago or Austin?
Hi Kristen. Are you going back to Chicago? This would be fun. So this is the Chicago weight. The Austin weights are a little bit more here from all the early stuff I showed. This is getting into like the warmer hands. The first deliveries are a little bit more lighter, warmer quieted fabrications and travel. Here we're getting a little bit into more the Midwest, Northeast kind of weather. I mean, for me, my tailored tux blazer lasts me till December, and then I cannot wear it again until like March because it gets so cold up here. But yeah, so the felted jersey is maybe more the Chicago vibe than Austin. So I want to introduce a couple. We had a bunch of new silhouettes in this fabrication that we're super excited about. We're going to start with the Darvis. So we all need a little drama. One piece that just has a little drama. And this is such a cool piece. It's got asymmetrical detail. So this panel it's attached. So when you put the shirt on, you have two options. You can just throw it over the shoulder as a nice, very solid drape, or it has a loop at the shoulder. So you can feed this in the loop. Again, this is in the felted jersey, so you can see how drapey the fabric is on its own. So it's not like stiff or heavy. It's just the more structure you put into it, then the more. So then the other option is you put it through the loop, and then you get this really cool drape detail. So again, this is the Darvis. This is named after one of our one of the women who works for her art teacher. So the Darvis makes perfect sense. So again, this is in the midnight navy, and then it's also offered in the espresso color. So when you look at the lookbook, you'll see on the collection page, when you look at the lookbook, you'll see just how you can dress this up, dress this down, but how elegant it can look. Especially if you pair it with like matching. If you do like same color monochromatic, it just steps it up a notch. Again, that's the Darvis. Then we also have a new silhouette called the Gale. This is a very cool kind of modern silhouette. It has a nice funnel neck finish here, cap sleeve. This is hidden snaps here, so you can wear it open or you can wear it closed. But it just has a perfect like wider funnel neck feeling, so it's not super high or close to your neck, which means yes, it's good for layering. So you can wear a turtleneck under this, or a knit top, or a tailored shirt, even pop a collar under something like this. Again, this is in the felted jersey, signature loop detail on the back. That is the Gale. And then we always love to have like a simple but gorgeous silhouette in this fabrication because it does feel like a sweater. That's how soft the felted jersey is, and it wears beautifully over time. So this is the Hannah sculpted turtleneck, and not as easy to photograph and show the detail, but the out seam, there's a seam on the outside of the sleeve that has some shape to it. So it just has a little bit of like a cool sculpting sleeve on just gives it a little bit more dimension than just a straight finished sleeve. It has a bias cut turtleneck that's just a fold over, so it's super soft, drapes really nice. And this is the Hannah, and it comes in the mink, espresso, and black. So just a great, you ever need just a light sweater, simple, easy shape, this is a great piece to have. And one of the coolest jackets of the season. It's just so beautiful and cool, and it has that sort of biker jacket feel, but like a modern, simplified version of it. It can be worn open, it can be worn closed. Again, this is a nice fall weight. This is the felted jersey, but this has been fused, so it has structure. So we chose to have this whole thing fused so that it gave us more of tailoring effect. And if anyone has one of our Sylvie swing jackets, this is based on that. So it has a bit of a swing at the bottom. So it's more fitted at top and then has a little bit of a kick, just to give it a little bit of attitude. You can sort of see the swing on the silhouette here. But just a cool neck detail. One button here, and then one on the inside, of course, to hold the jacket. But then when you wear it open, it has sort of more of that biker jacket effect. So it's just a really beautiful style. We're really excited about it. So you can kind of wear it open, like with a little bit more attitude. We did, there's a picture on the website of the different ways you can wear it. So again, this is the Bristol. So it makes sense, right? The Bristol jacket, kind of the cool, people from Bristol. I don't know. I've never been there, but. Okay, I think that concludes the felted jersey. And then we just have our kind of push into holiday styles. We always love, we might have to turn you one more time. We always love, number one, black and white for holiday, and then jewel tones. It's just the easiest way to dress for that season. So we introduced a fabrication, we out of that same place in Italy who does this plaid, a black and white, super soft, kind of a little fuzzy plaid, which is just simply gorgeous. Gives that sort of holiday vibe. So you're wearing black pants and a black turtleneck, and you've made an outfit without any effort. So we love black and white for holidays. This is again that Austin belted cardigan, the same one we saw earlier in here, but in the black and white fabric. So just a great style to have around. And then we also offered the Sylvie swing jacket in that same fabrication. So again, this is that style that has a little swing on the bottom, classic details up front, classic collar. Both of these styles are fully lined. This is again has some recycled yarn in it. It's from that vertical mill. It has wool, cotton, and nylon base with some recycled yarns in it. So it's just a beautiful quality. It has such a great hand feel. Again, this is the Sylvie. And then our holiday group, starting with our print, the same old thing when you're chilling out on your couch in the fall and the winter, and hopefully some of you have, like me, a cat on your lap. So I'm a very big cat lover. I have a few too many at the moment, but we fell absolutely in love with this print, and we just thought it worked so beautifully well with this collection. So we call it the Cool Cat print. You can see it's kind of like a hand sketch detail. It's very subtle. Nobody will even know what you're wearing unless you're like up close and be like, I thought it was cats. It's very cool. This is done, this print is being done out of our mill in Italy. So the two styles in this print are in viscose and eco viscose. So they're very beautiful, soft fabrications. We try to keep the price point a little bit lower than silk charmeuse because silk is very very expensive. So we wanted to offer these in something a little bit more practical. So again, this is the Regency blouse in the Cool Cat print, and then this is the Melly wrap top, which comes in the ivory with kind of like a really dark navy. So this has a side wrap detail, just a nice little fun throw-on piece. And that is the two pieces in the print. And then in our classic Regency blouse, we brought back the color we used a long time ago, but it was so gorgeous and so relevant for right now. So this color is absolutely stunning. It goes back to black and navy and brown. Just a gorgeous color. So again, this is in the silk charmeuse. So this is our classic Regency blouse. Same details, just if you need a new colorway in that, there we are. And then our last holiday group, so this is, we've run this now 2 seasons, have great feedback. It is polyester, but it's from Japan, so it's nice polyester, called the Kyoto crepe. And it is such a great weight that it's so much fun to work with. It sews up beautifully, it looks gorgeous, not too much shine, but it has a very rich feeling to it. So last season we did the Angelica in black, and we had such a great demand for it, so we added 2 new colors. And this is the navy colorway and the Bordeaux. The Bordeaux is absolutely gorgeous. The navy is one of those navies that's bright enough that you can wear it easily back to black. So I love navy black combinations. So again, that's the Angelica. Then we have the Ellie, which is again, very beautiful. This style has so much attitude and drape from, it sort of falls from the shoulder, has a dolman sleeve fit. So it's a little oversized, so if you're petite again, go a size down. It has this beautiful bias cut collar that just drapes so nicely. A 3 bracelet sleeve length, just a nice, super simple silhouette for the holidays. Pair it back to our Dylan pant. Our Dylan pant is sort of the same fit as our Celeste, although this is more like a stovepipe full length pant. We do cut these about 33-inch inseam, so and they're super easy to alter. So if you need a hem, it's really easy to do, but it's the same fit. And again, it has such a nice weight to it, but it has such a cool hand to it. They're not hot, they're just dense enough to sort of drape and have a lot of attitude. So that's a Dylan pant. And then the last style is the cape dress. So this is just such a cool piece. It's got such attitude. It's super simple, but a sheath dress with a center back zip closure with this amazing scarf that you just throw over and gives a nice drape here up front and then a nice little bit of attitude in the back. And so this is the cape dress. It only comes in this colorway. Perfect with high boots. Great for, you can even wear a heel to dress it up. So this is the cape dress. So that is all of the styles for the season. Would love to hear if you have any other questions about any of the fabrications, colors, sizing. You can always email us, and we have the code on.
Yes.
Okay. So the last slide that's up, and we will also, for all the participants, we will send the presentation to you, and there is a pre-order code for you to get 20% off for the fall pre-order. Our deliveries are, well, some of the things on this collection that we'll be sending the link to, if it doesn't say pre-order, that means it's ready to be shipped. If it says the word pre-order, please look at the description, and that will tell you the estimated delivery date. So we're looking at, by the end of September, we should have everything in, but we are shipping you at the same time as we are shipping stores. So we're on first delivery right now, and August is pretty much, by the end of August is the end of our second, and end of September is, I think we got kicked out. Did we?
No, we're still there.
Oh, we're still there. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So by the end of September, almost everything should be shipped. But make sure you pay attention to the delivery dates. So if there's something you need more urgent, if it's in stock, or check the delivery dates. And we will try to be very good about updating you guys on deliveries or any delays. Oh yeah, Kathy, the tux blazer is running this season. In fact, it's being sewn down the street right now. I think we've got 2-week turnaround for that. Right, Luis?
Yeah, you're in there.
When will the
Yes.
tux blazer be ready?
They're working on it right now in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes,
That's the guy I was telling you about.
hello, catching here.
Yeah. So about 2 weeks. That is my go-to jacket for fall. I just love it because you dress up with just throwing it on with jeans, and it's awesome. Yeah, and my wedding. Whoa! All right. I think we talked about this before. Maybe, Kathy, have we chatted about this? Maybe via email or something. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's coming back to me. Super. Any other questions? We will follow up tomorrow with emailing everybody who attended with the slideshow, so you could just sort of see everything together, and as well as the link to the pre-order collection. Everything is live right now. We've worked really hard to get it all up there, and it looks beautiful. And if anybody could guess what fabrication or what item that we presented here was the first thing we selected for this collection, I would love to hear your opinions, your guesses. Anybody want to take a guess? No?
Bristol swing jacket.
Bristol swing jacket? No, that's a good one. It's one of the fabrications was the first thing we saw and said, we have to have that. And so we built the collection around it. Oh, nope, not the New York plaid. That came later when we were searching. But there was one fabrication in this collection that as soon as we saw the swatch, we were like, we have to have that. It just sort of set the tone, and then we built it around it. Yes, exactly. This is when we first saw this swatch, we just fell completely in love. It just has such a beautiful color story. It's just everything you think about in fall. The camels, the browns, the blues, just gorgeous. So, yep. So this is where we built the whole thing around. So, good job. My favorite colors too. Yeah, absolutely stunning. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email us too. And tomorrow, look out for, by end of day, we'll have emails out to all of you with the presentation. And please ask any questions. You're welcome to call us or email us with sizing questions, any fabric questions.
We also have a size chart.
Oh, yes. So we have size charts on every style under fit and descriptions or fit and details. Now we've implemented size charts per style so you get a better idea. And then usually it'll tell you if it's oversized or a certain size down type of thing. Cool? Okay. Thank you everybody for being here. We always enjoy doing this. We always enjoy showing you what we've been hard at work at. And we really appreciate your time tonight. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Have a good night.